What you doing?
Making sure that we're on even playing ground.
Putting some weights in my pack.
I went in fully expecting a much easier hike than last week's blizzard.
We got 3.2 miles one way, 2,000 feet elevation gain. Hey, Whit, you ready? Hey.
You are such a good hiker.
This was our first attempt at bagging a peak with our two toddlers, so we weren't quite sure what to expect. We let them walk the first little bit to get a little bit of that energy out before we put them in the packs.
Yeah, she looks very content.
And the hike this week proved to be difficult, but very different difficult than last week.
Gonna be. Are you tired, Brooklyn? This is a lot of work. It's a climb up.
No, climb down.
And she's filming us because she wants the world to know that she's faster. We have reached the mile marker sign. How we doing?
We did the hike on President's Day, so my mom had the day off and she was able to come do the peak with us. She actually did it 2 weeks ago and said there was a lot of ice, so we were lucky not to encounter that today.
I got a lot of bulge, huh? That's a first.
The more hikes you watch us do, the more you're going to see my 12-year-old sense of humor, so apologies for that. Another steep climb here meant another great opportunity to let the kids stretch out their legs a little bit. Because even though this hike isn't near as steep as Francis Peak was, having a kid on your back makes it feel a whole lot steeper. I had carried Brooklyn up about half this hill and was really feeling it before I let her out. My mom did a great job motivating Brooklyn throughout the hike with Smarties and M&Ms. Solid move, Mom.
We found a bison.
This is the point I realized the hike would be easier for me if Whitney carried the heavier kid.
Can you say hi to you? Did you get some yummy treats? Good. As soon as we get to the top of that saddle, it's going to flatten out for a minute. And then we'll do a little dip down, wrap around. We're not too far away. About 3/4 of a mile. Less than that, maybe half a mile to the summit. Say, geez. You bored, bud? Jeez. Hey.
If you look at
Hey.
it, it's like an M&M.
Bribery at its finest. All right, up and away we go.
You said that when you were on this.
I did. You have a good memory, bud. There you go.
Mom, look. Buffalo poop.
Ooh, lots of buffalo poop.
Maybe a buffalo.
There we go, bud.
What do you think about this hike?
Good.
What's your favorite part been so far?
Don't know.
Do you like the view of the lake?
Yeah.
Do you like being
Take
carried?
a picture of the lake.
Let's turn it around. Oh, it's so beautiful, huh?
Yeah.
There's Dad and Addie.
Bald eagle flying down there.
At this point, we realized we were going to successfully hit the summit, and I was pretty excited for my 2-year-old and my 3-year-old to get their first peak on top of Antelope Island. Last week, trying to bag Francis Peak in that blizzard certainly was a fun adventure, but I do have more fun when I'm hiking with the family.
I was trying to get you.
And by the way, if you want to watch that crazy blizzard I had on Francis Peak, there's going to be a link to the video at the end of this one, so stay tuned for that. You can see this section of trail is just a little bit more exposed than what we've been doing previously. Just a steep angle and a couple of little scrambles over some small rocks. Nothing crazy, but had to pay attention. And if you're wanting to hike Francis Peak, especially in the wintertime, this is the section that can get a little spicy. Last time we did it 7 years ago, we tried to scale up the right side of the screen up those rocks and had yak tracks on. We were with my mom that time too, and there was a casualty. We lost a yak track. I won't say whose foot it came off of, but I'll give you a hint. It wasn't mine, and it wasn't Whitney's. You'll notice there's a lot less talking going on during this section. It's the last steep ascent. We're climbing up some switchbacks just less than a 1/4 mile before the summit. and we're using every ounce of energy we have just to put one foot in front of the other. You can see our look at the summit right there in the top right corner of the screen.
Almost there.
And I think I mentioned my mom did this hike just a couple of weeks ago, and there was a lot more ice and snow, so we lucked out that it was great conditions today.
We're almost there. Final ascent, 3.6 miles, and feeling it. There it is. There they go. Monumental effort by Miss Whitney Anderson, leading not only the women's division, but also the men's, all with a 3-year-old on her back. Look at her go.
It's easy to tell I wasn't just being nice because I had given her the heavy kid and I still couldn't catch up to her to reach the summit first.
Antelope Island. What a boss. What's it like being in better shape than your husband? And here comes G-Ma. We did it. Pure majesty right there. Official summit of Frary Peak. Say, on top of old Frary, all covered with breeze.
Mommy.
Hey. You wanna go move her?
Summit's right here, where that dude's standing. And the parking lot where we started is right there. And Francis Peak, where I got stuck in a blizzard last week, is right over there. In that little storm cloud you can see.
We're directly west of it.
There she is. I got stuck right there. Here, I'll put an arrow on the screen so you can see where I had to turn around. So you can see how stinking close I was last week.
That would kill me, you know that.
Yeah, I know.
Mom found us a majestic lunch spot.
That would be steep to climb up here.
We had a quick lunch under the summit trying to get out of the wind, and then it was time to head on down the hill.
That wind makes it chilly, chilly willy. Last time me and Whit did this hike, we had been dating for 1 month. It was the end of January and there was a ton of snow up here. And we took the spine, the sketchier route, lost the yak track, same like I did last week at Francis. But this time we got 2 kids hauling their butts up here. It's a fun one. Going down the switchbacks. It doesn't look like much, but after summiting and being tired with the kid on your back, it feels like a lot. All right, here we go. Hey Watson, what are you doing? Hey Watson, you having a good time? Hey Watson, you like Frary Peak or Francis Peak? Hey Watson, you like the mud or the snow? That's a good view of the trail we come up. You can see it crisscrossing across these hills. We're on the west side of the slope. And if you guys are looking for some unique views on a Utah hike, this is the one to do. You got the 360 views, northeast, southwest, lots of different cool things to see that you don't get when you're in those Wasatch Hills. So check it out. And that was my favorite part of this hike, was all the different views. Lots of fun little rock features and lots of beautiful views. Nah.
It's a cool tunnel. Ta-da!
Here comes the G-Ma. Oh my goodness, good hiking. Here comes Brooklyn hiking too. Look at our little hiker girls.
I'm coming. Then one says that I'm coming. Then one says that I'm coming.
Oh, goodness!
I know, I scared the other 2 people.
And I was amazed at how good my girls did. They didn't complain at all the entire hike, and for the last mile, they wanted to do basically all of it themselves, so that was pretty cool.
Faster.
Faster, 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 faster. I'm sure you did.
Well, if not, I don't know if I have any more.
2 was the max there. We made it back. Parking lot. Here we come.
Inside.
Inside. You don't want to pee outside in the bushes?
Yeah.
You want to pee inside?
Yeah.
You want to get in? How are you feeling?